Hello and welcome. This is the Market Wrap. I am Agam Akir. Well, the Nifty continues to advance, third straight day of gains with advancings of as much as 72 points on, and we have seen it, well, hold on, not only hold on about the mark of 10,500, but inching closer towards the mark of 10,600. Among the key gainers in today's day of trade, we had M&M along with Adani Ports, which were the lead gainers, both gaining over 4% today, followed by ONGC, Tech Mahindra and SBI gaining a little, just a tad less than 3%. On the losing end, however, Indiabulls Housing Finance down 5%, but if you keep that on the side, none of the other losers, which includes Aishimota, Cipla or JSW Steel, all have lost, well, less than 1.5%. And the story is the same when it comes to the broader markets too. At least as far as the NSE 500 is concerned, we've had two gainers for, well, one loser. On the gaining end, Rupa and Company, along with the rest of the Innoware companies advancing in trade. Rupa, of course, locked in an upper circuit of 20%. Century Plyboards, South Indian Bank, along with Future Retail, as well as HEG and Finolex Cables, all gaining over 10% in today's day of trade. Well, Navakar Corp is one of those losers, declining by as much as 6%, followed by something like a Diwan Housing Finance, which continues to be volatile. 8K Mars Software, Vakrangi, some of the usual suspects when it comes to the losers. But let's get a better idea about the markets right now. Let's get in a perspective. We have our market editor Neeraj Shah joining us to give us a better picture. Neeraj, 3 straight days of gains for the Nifty. How are you reading the markets now?
First of all, let me tell you, it's great having you back, Agam.
Thanks, Neeraj.
But yeah, I mean, well, it's been decent and it's been a bit of a surprise. I think everybody expected this bounce to be short-lived. For now, it is not short-lived and maybe aided by what the global factors are doing as well. And today, very interestingly, on the large caps and the mid cap space, the set of winners were very, very different. So on the large cap space, yes, while you had the banks and Reliance doing well, a clutch of very interesting names, the likes of Tech Mahindra and some of the others came to the fore. The heavies, the HDFC banks, HDFCs of the world were slightly subdued. The result season has started firmly and truly. We'll know what happens to Nifty, IT and Nifty tomorrow because of what Infosys does as well. So that'll be interesting to monitor. But thus far, the pattern has been that if companies are not delivering or delivering just in line with estimates, it happened to TCS, it happened to HUL, again, both of them your companies, and both of them corrected. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens on that front to both Hero and Infosys. And that has some small bearing on what the indices do tomorrow as well. But it's a very flat day for the world markets when we shut shop. So not too much of fireworks. I must add though, at the margin, some of the macro indicators are improving. The currency gained quite a bit today. The bond yields slipped sub 7.90 today. So all of that should probably augur well. So far the going is good. Let's see how long it lasts. Well, let's wait and watch. Neeraj, thank you for joining us and giving us a perspective. But what about technicals? This is what Sachitanand Uttekar has to tell us about the levels that we can keep an eye on. Listen in.
Trend and the momentum is clearly on the bullish side. The best part about this particular recovery is that when we saw low getting established on Thursday's session around 10,138, the recovery post that has been very sharp and vertical. 10,520 was a concern amongst a lot of traders, but I think that particular level has been breached, and there has been a breakout now which is established. So we believe that this particular move can extend right up to say around 10,700, 720 zone, wherein the 200-day exponential moving average of Nifty is placed. So with that intention, one can still deploy some longs in Nifty futures, keeping a stop loss at around 10,535 and an immediate target towards 10,700 could be expected.
Let's talk about the data sector then, and we have Reliance Industries, which is in focus, along with players such as Den Networks as well as Hathway Cable. And we have Sumit Sarkar joining us to give us an update on the same. Sumit, what do you have for us?
So, well, Times of India had reported that Reliance is looking to acquire stake in Hathway Cable and Den Networks. So tomorrow, Reliance Industries' second quarter results are to be announced, while Hathway and Den Networks both the board managements will be meeting tomorrow to decide on further fundraising options. So there's a possibility that they might raise funds from Reliance Industries. At least that is what the Times of India report was suggesting. Now, why Reliance Industries might be interested in acquiring stake in these two companies? Well, it could do so to accelerate its launch of the home broadband business segment, that is the Jio Giga Fiber. But that could be the only reason why Reliance Industries could be interested in Hathway Cable and Den Networks, as both the companies are into cable and broadband services. So what Hathway has to provide to Reliance Industries, well, on the cable side, it has close to 7.5 7.2 million subscribers with an ARPU of around 89 rupees, while on the broadband side it has close to 7,70,000 subscribers with an average revenue per user of close to 690 rupees. Den Network, on the other hand, has around 7.2 million subscribers on the cable business with an average revenue per user of close to 79 rupees, while for the broadband segment, it has a user of around 1,06,000 with an ARPU of close to 552 rupees per user. So we'll see what happens, what outcome comes out of tomorrow's board meet and out of Reliance Industries earnings.
Right, Sumit, thank you so much for joining us and giving us those updates. We would like to end by talking about a little about ICICI Bank, considering we have seen the RBI, excuse me, a permission for the bank to appoint Sandeep Bakshi as the MDO and CEO of the bank, which is why we've seen a little bit of a run-up for ICICI Bank as well, which ended the day in the green by as much as a little over 2%. But with that, it's a wrap on the markets, but lots more lined up, so stay tuned to Bloomberg.